2, 1.
Hi, I'm Vicki Kayuk here with Tom Todaro at the 3-Star CCI event here in beautiful Bromont, Quebec. So,
Welcome.
Tom, thank you.
Nice to meet y'all.
Thank you. How did you end up running this event?
I guess like most parents, dads, moms, we end up volunteering for soccer or ice skating or hockey or whatever. And one of my daughters decided she was going to ride horses. So I ended up volunteering on different associations. I was president of Quebec Eventing for about 8 years. I was on the Quebec Federation, Equestrian Federation Board of Directors for 6 years. And I was at National representing Quebec for another 4 years. And then someone said, why don't you work on the Bromont committee? And being the guy I am is like, sure. So we like promoting our sport, of course. It's a fantastic Olympic discipline and we're quite proud of it. And whatever we could do to promote it, well, I kind of got involved. So now my other mandates are done. And I've worked more and more with the organizing committee for Bromont. And I guess I've become president of the event or co-director. We all have big names and titles, but they don't pay us the big bucks.
So what do you do on the side?
I'm actually in a totally different industry. I'm in the welding industry. I own a company that manufactures a very specialized type of product, and it really is by passion that I've gotten involved with horses. First through my daughter. My wife also rides. And I started riding about 4 years ago, so it's become a real passion of mine.
Do you also do eventing?
Yes, I started on the Quebec circuit last year, and I'm moving up to novice for the Americans or pre-training here in Canada this year. I've done a couple of runs already, so I'm an eventer now.
Cool.
I'm quite proud of that.
Yes. I did a few events myself, and I was ecstatic to just finish the cross country, so I can totally understand
my first goal was always just to not be eliminated and not get hurt or whatever. And of course, then when you start touching a little bit of success and you get ribbons, and of course you become very competitive. And so now the goals have changed.
Yes. So, are your wife and daughter also doing eventing, or do they are other?
My wife is more dressage, and my daughter did go up to. She did the 1-star here at Bromont a couple of years ago before retiring and moving on to the. She's in the cinematography industry, if you want, movie making. So that's where we got the taste for it. So she has done that level of it.
So is she videoing the event here as well?
No, she has done some previously. She's actually working on an American film right now that is cast here in Montreal. So unfortunately, she was here yesterday for a few hours, and she's going to try and catch a cross country tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
But she loves it because she spent about a year and a half down in Virginia with a former Olympic rider as a working student. So that was fantastic experience, both learning, horsemanship and proper, competitive riding, and it was a great experience for her.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah.
So, how you do other events, not just the Bromont event? So.
No, actually, in terms of organizing, strictly Bromont. Like I said, we're all volunteers in this. None of us are paid managers or anything. And this event, because of the complexity and the terrain and everything. We start working on this at least 3 to 6 months before. So it takes a year, and when you're working with sponsorships, what we've tried to do here is really give the opportunity of eventing to be promoted. As you know, when you're promoting jumpers and hunters, you've got a captive audience, right, sitting in front of an arena. Whereas a cross-country course, in the older cross-country courses, sometimes you would see 2 or 3 jumps, and then the rider and horse would disappear in the forest, and hopefully they'd come back out together. Sometimes just the horse would come out. But so this course here, you could probably see about 2/3 of the cross-country course. So there's an opportunity for sponsorship. And as you've noticed this year, we had Volvo for a few years, and this year we've got Jaguar Land Rover, which we're thrilled. And that brand, the Jaguar Land Rover in particular, have been hand in hand with eventing throughout North America and in particular in Europe and the UK. So they're thrilled to be here. It's created a real buzz. As you can see, the dressage judges are sitting in Land Rovers or Jaguars on this side here instead of the standard booths. So they're quite happy. They can put the radio on and air conditioning or whatever. So it's been a really good match, and we're looking forward to working with them next year as well.
Yeah. So have they agreed to sponsor next year also?
Well, these things get, are a while in the signing, but they're very, very positive about what's come on so far.
Right.
And to be frank with you, I think they're going to do what I can't officially say, of course.
Yeah. Well, it is a beautiful venue. When we were driving in, we noticed that you can see, there must be at least 20 jumps that you can actually see from the road just as you're driving in. And if you were sitting anywhere around there, you have a wonderful opportunity to see numerous jumps with activity all around.
Well, that's what's fantastic about the new courses now. And you've noticed too, the jumps now are not. They used to be strictly, logs and coated color. The colors were basically the natural colors of the forest, the woods, the entourage. But now it's become much more colorful when you look at the Olympic and the WEGs and so on. We're often qualifications here. Like in 2012, we were the Olympic qualification. They chose the Canadian team right out of here. And they left soon after to go to London. The Americans love the venue here. Last year we had 7 countries represented. The year before, 10 countries represented. It truly is become a stop in North America, and we're very thrilled to hear comments from riders like Boyd Martin or David O'Connor coaching teams saying there are 2 important and mandatory stops in North America now: Rolex Kentucky and Bromont, Quebec. This is to be in the same sentence as Bromont is humbling. It's fantastic to hear. So we're quite proud of that. And any way we can, promote the event and promote eventing in general. I mean, that's what we're all about.
Yeah. Eventing, I have to say, eventing is my first love as far as horseback riding goes. It really has something of everything in it. It has the dressage, where you have the strict discipline of precision and all. It has the excitement of the cross country, and then it has the power of the show jumping, which thrills all the audiences all around, even in just the show jumping.
And a lot of eventers will confirm that. And my little, I've only been riding for 4 years, and I love dressage. Don't take me away from the cross country or whatever, but I love what I get to learn and do with the horse at the dressage level, and I wouldn't trade it. I mean, I'm going to keep riding till I can anyway. So.
Well, do you find that when I was riding, I found that if you didn't take the dressage classes and learn about the dressage and the control of your horse, you really didn't have that much control in cross country anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
Or in the jumper. So the dressage is a really huge. The flat work is a really huge part of riding your horse. You can't do the galloping, the fun stuff, until you learn how to control all that energy.
You learn about direction, straightness, scope, the type of cantering that you're looking for on a cross-country course is not what you're looking for in show jumping. Of course, is different, right? The vertical canter and making sure that the horse is up rather than long and flat. And excuse my terminology, you can see how amateurish I am in this, but I understand what I have to do. I don't always think of it, of course, on the horse, but that's why we have coaches, right? But I hope you enjoy the cross-country course here. It is the highest level in Canada. It's the second most important event that we're getting from the feedback from, like I said, the coaches, participants, riders in North America. And we hope to continue promoting it and working with people and improving the course. Derek DeGracia is just a fabulous course builder, a course designer, and we've got great course builders and Jay Hamley and his crew. And Derek always makes a course that the riders enjoy. It's challenging, but they're not traps. They learn something from it, and we've had a very good safety record here. We take things very seriously. We're usually a year, if not 2 years in advance of some of the safety features that come out. For example, frangible pins were installed here before they were required. The new the little M clips. I forget the name now, but they show you, they pop up if a horse has touched a log and could fall on, for the next rider, which wouldn't be fair, kind of thing. So the jump judges can verify that, and just anything from the breakaway flags. Making sure that horses don't get injured or riders as we go by. So we take that really seriously, and we have a lot of really good people that are involved in the sport. Sue Ockenden has been director of the event for, I think this is the 28th edition. She was here during Olympics as well, and she really helped propel the competition and continue it, because not everyone is willing to spend that amount of time and energy. So we've been working with her. I've been on this committee now for I guess eight years now, and it's really grown, really improved, and we hope to make it.
Now, this morning on our way here, it was raining.
And the scores in now for number 51 by Officer Martin Levin.
Anything at all.
51% on Rangers is the budget play. And C at 57.2. H at 57.2.
Well, several years ago, the rings were completely changed here. They were upgraded. The Agricultural Society, which actually owns the land here now, because it's protected as an equestrian park under the provincial government, cannot be used as a bird sanctuary or anything else. So that's fantastic news for the equestrian world. But the footing here is world class in terms of the drainage that's going on. That's taken care of by the Société Agriculture Comité de Shefford. And the cross country, we put in easily over $100,000 over the past 3 to 4 years. And that's a totally independent committee, the Bromont Organizing Committee, that has invested, even if it's not our land, we got permission to put drainage in there. Because on days where it would rain, especially if you had a deluge, it was horrible. You'd have to change the course or something. So there are spots that have gotten, when it rained really hard, a little soft, but the past few days have been great. The footing is absolutely phenomenal, and people are really conscious about not walking where they're not supposed to if it is raining. So the little rain we had today is just great. It's just going to help with the footing. Everything's nice and solid, and yeah, so it's fantastic. And when they do the show jumping here on Sunday, the same thing. Just the riders just go around and go, this place is just amazing.
It's beautiful, and it's not just safety and everything else, but it is a really beautiful place. And it's picturesque. You see all the rolling hills and the beautifully mowed grass, and everything is clean, and you don't see a piece of paper on the ground. And it's just
it really is great. It's like a postcard.
Yes,
especially when you come in off the road, off the Gaspé Road there. It just looks fabulous. And again, because of Sue's experience over the years, she's TD'd various FEI level competitions throughout the world, and she knows what it is. If you never leave your own backyard and you don't know what to compare to, how can you say where you stand? And as a competitor, it's the same thing. This particular course designer versus this one, this type of course, a forward course, so. She's been around, and she usually brings in, we have people here from New Zealand, from the UK, from Guatemala, US of course, and some Canadians, Great Britain, Ireland. So, our announcer, one of our announcers comes from Ireland, because, and he's got the voice, right?
Yeah.
So we just try and bring in all the right people. And Sue has so many contacts. She's got a little black book, of course, which she protects. There we go. So no, it's really great the way things go on, and we just hope to keep improving. We hope that new people come into the organizing committee and participate, because it's not an easy show to run, and so more people involved, the better.
Well, I certainly look forward to seeing you here.
Well, I'll be here next week, by the way, for Little Bromont.
Oh,
you didn't know?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, all right. Start the video again. We have a national level competition. Actually, we have, for the first time, we have a CIC 1-star. So we have starter, pre-training, training, and prelim, and a CIC 1-star. And I'm riding next week in 3 training. Yes, I'm quite excited about that. So we do it the week after because the crews here, they can pull out, they can remove some of the larger portable jumps and bring in the smaller jumps, so we don't have jumps all over the place. It just becomes too cluttered. It's very galloping oriented here, and so if we can clear the fairways in the right places, people love it. So yeah, there's Little Bromont next week.
Awesome. Well, I have to say I'm looking forward to seeing you next weekend.
Oh, cool. Good.
Now, tomorrow is cross country, and Sunday is show jumping, sailing jumping. So, and I know you have to get one to do some other things, but if you can have you each do a little bit of video cross country, or what do you do?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing your video.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you very much.